Like, I don't love my life. What's going on? BlkPrint. Back in the building. Let me fix some bucket a little bit.
You back.
J5. Josh Pease. Feels like it's 8 a.m. right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It feels earlier than it is, but
Feels,
smooth, 10:49?
Yeah.
11 o'clock?
Feels very much like I just woke up. But I didn't.
Music still playing.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, it's off now. There it goes. MC, what's going on?
You talk about it feels like it just woke up. For sure, just did.
Motherfucker, man. Well, you was up at 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m., and that's when I went to sleep. I don't know why I'm staying up so late lately.
It feels way more dangerous doing it on the West Coast. Usually on the East Coast, like 1:30 a.m. is like, hey, night is still young, shoulders shimmying. 1:30 on the West, it's like 4:30, everybody sleeps. So it feels way more degenerate.
Yeah, it's funny. West Coast is just like, we don't be out as late as the East Coast.
Right.
Like, I know when I'm on the East Coast, like Atlanta, New York, Miami, like I fuck around and go out at like 11:30.
Right.
And that's the beginning of my night. Here, it's like you go out at 11:30. It's like, nigga, why are you even going out? Like,
yeah, like no one's up. Like your timeline dead. Ain't nobody saying shit. You ain't miss nothing. And then when you wake up, you feel like you miss everything. Like, cause I feel like all the news really happened at like 9 a.m. We sleep.
I'll be up at 9. I get up that's the thing I was gonna say. Like, it's been kind of lately too. I mean, I always wake up early. Like, I'm always up like 6:30. 6:33 is when my alarm goes off.
Yeah.
But I feel like I haven't been sleeping through the night. Like last night, I was up at like 1. Then I looked up and it was like 4. Then I looked up, it was like 5:30. I'm like, damn, I ain't consistently just sleeping through the night.
Yeah. I could say that the reason I was up because I was playing. You heard this game called Helldivers?
Nah, what's that?
It's on like PS5 and PC. It's like this game where you like, remember that movie Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Where they fight the bugs?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but like a video game form.
Oh shit. Starship Troopers is a good movie.
And it's like the same type of satire and like the jokes and shit is like the same.
It's
so
on
like,
PS5?
It's on PS5.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's like $30.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I was up playing that shit late. I was like, yo, this shit had me hooked. Cause you like go, cause like the way that the game is, everybody in the world online is playing. It's like the biggest game out right now. Like 400,000 people was playing it literally last night. Cause when you like liberate a planet, everybody in the world is doing it at the same time.
Yeah, Starship Troopers is my shit. You understand? Like, that was one of my favorite movies when I was younger. So
literally when you first start, like it's like those fake commercials, like those fake "we want you" type commercials. It starts with one of those.
Oh shit! Okay,
that's just hard. Like I was up late playing that, so that's my excuse. I don't know what Mark's excuse was. You was watching ECW, was he?
I was watching ECW. Was doing shit in my library. Going with some of the it sounds super fucking geeky when you say it out loud, so I'm just gonna say it out loud. I have like an entire Excel sheet of all my play counts in iTunes since I was like 20, maybe 20.
Wait.
So I'm putting them back into my library so that I can know what I've really listened to since I was like my late teens.
That's an interesting.
Wait, you can change the play count? You can edit the play count?
Just manually just drag and drag and drag. It's the most tedious manual time-wasting process in the world. I'm going to feel really good once it's done.
What have you found out of that? Like, what have you found, like, doing that research?
Besides that, you have the craziest case of OCD.
Yeah.
It's really undiagnosed. It's very, very much so OCD.
That's crazy.
What have I found? I don't listen. I feel like, for the most part, full albums after maybe 2009, 2010, I don't really play full albums unless it's something that's recent. My 2000s albums, I think, probably have the most, maybe like a good couple that have made like the top favorites of my albums, because I listen to a good amount of 2000s albums still. 90s albums, not really playing too many 90s albums in full. 80s albums, I think I only have like 3 in full that I've listened to, and 70s is around 3, and 60s. I don't think I've ever played a 60s album.
Why are you going back that far?
The 70s. I'm like, what the fuck are you listening to from the 70s?
Why are you going back that far?
I have albums from the 70s.
You did post some old shit the other day. I was like, this nigga. Showing Valentines Day, some old ass shit. Like,
what I post the other day?
Some old ass song I saw. I was like, nigga,
I posted some Al Green. I posted some Al Green. It was Valentine's Day.
Man.
You was feeling the love mood. That's what you was feeling.
I mean, it was a good Al Green. It was a good Valentine's Day record. It was a record that was sampled. I think Kanye sampled that Al Green record that I posted.
Yeah.
So it was a little was a little something that I was familiar with. You don't listen to any 70s at all? No 70s records? No Stevie Wonder?
It depends. It got to be like a Sunday morning, and I just get into that like that playlist bag. But I'm not like going to the albums per se.
My only 3 albums that had the luxury of being in my favorites, the albums that I've played enough to be in the favorites: Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder, Exodus, Bob Marley, What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. Those are the only 3.
That makes. I mean, those are like seminal.
I didn't even realize that Bob Marley shit 70s. I listen to Bob Marley shit. Yeah. I'm actually about to go see the movie today.
Please tell me how that is, because
honestly, I saw your joke about the trailer. The trailer is, they showed the trailer way too much.
The trailer.
I think I've seen the trailer twice before I saw a movie one time. Like they played it at the beginning of the trailers and then at the end. I was like, yeah, y'all crazy.
That trailer has been ubiquitous with my movie going experience since like August. They've been playing this trailer, and I was like, why are they playing this so like early? Like the movie comes out all the way in February, and they're playing it in August. Like I feel like I've seen it before Barbie.
It's not a bad trailer though.
It's not
a bad trailer.
But it's like, all right, but it shows you just how like movies. Like, remember when movies would cater trailers to the movie you were seeing?
Oh yeah, that's out.
Yeah, like if you saw a horror movie, you'd only be seeing horror movie trailers. If you saw an action movie,
sometimes horror movies are still like that to a certain degree, but it's so like movies aren't in theaters as much. Yeah. So I think they just gotta show like whatever the fuck we got coming.
Like, do you want to go see this? Or do you want to see this? Like, please come back. But like the Bob Marley, I don't even know what the name of the movie is called. All I know is the Bob Marley movie. Oh, it's called One Love. Okay. Yeah, I gotta see that because a lot of people like, you know how people get when these movies come out. It's like
it kind of he looks like Bob.
He does looks
like Bob and Sage.
I think the conversation is kind of like, again, like it's not something I'm rushing out to go see, but it's also like the people now are like, have you seen like Bob was no saint? And I'm just like, nobody is, bro. Like nobody is. Like
I don't know. I'm so over. I'm post review, post critic, like all that shit. I'm over with.
Somebody was like, Bob was ran through, and I was like, that's half of your.
I mean, he was a rock star. What you think? Like I don't know. I'll be
also
tired.
A Jamaican man that comes to happen sometimes.
Yeah, like I need to know how that movie is. I need a trusted opinion on that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna see it today.
I need a trusted opinion on that. Before I get to how our Valentine's days were, I want to announce like a pretty big change coming to the show. Well, not even really big. It's just kind of like we're just kind of shifting things around a little bit. So what we're gonna do with B-Sides, we're gonna have for patrons a huge supersized episode once a month that's gonna include B-Sides, but also include another aspect of that B-Sides thing. But we're gonna include Q&As, and we're gonna be asking and answering questions from you guys. So that's gonna be something that's gonna start off in March. We're really excited about it because again, it allows us to do like a huge show. Like I'm talking like we're going to be doing at least 2 or so hours at that point because we're going to actually have more topics for the B-Sides. We're also going to have topics that you guys want us to talk about. So what we're going to do is do an open call for our patrons. So of course, sign up for the Patreon, $5. Come on.
You got it.
Get on that tier. You got it. Come on, man. You could do it. So
we can even go as low as $2. You know what I'm saying? Be an honorary printer if you got.
Yeah, if you want to be an honorary printer, good point. Honorary printers. It's all open. You guys get to ask us anything, ask us to talk about anything you want to. Mm-hmm. We're going to put that on our supersized episode once a month. And then we're going to also have the premiere of a new show with me and Mark next month.
Looking forward to this.
This is me and Mark talked about it a couple days ago. Recut Gems is coming back. I'm going to be the first guest on that next month. And we're going to have another guest on this show next month as well. So March is already looking stacked. And that's not to even bring up the fact that we're going to start trying to live stream pretty soon. So we're actually talking about that stuff going down soon. So just wanted to get that out the way so people don't, they're like, where the fuck was B-Sides this week? It's like, no.
It's coming.
It's going to be like probably towards the end of the month.
Yeah.
We're going to do that. We're going to do the supersized episode, but we also have a brand new episode of Throwblacks. Hilarious episode.
Yes. Great episode, Throwblacks. Usher Confessions. Off the heels of his Super Bowl performance. Who I've talked to a few people and they kind of felt the same way I felt about it being a little...
The worst ever, though?
Not the worst, but I mean, in recent history, it wasn't as good as Rihanna or fucking...
I didn't like Rihanna's.
50 and
I still didn't like
Aftermath.
Rihanna's. I still didn't like Rihanna's.
Rihanna's was cool. I think Rihanna's also had the shine of her being pregnant, so it's like she's doing this pregnant. Like I think that was kind of dope.
Yeah.
But I think it just goes back to just the records, big records. Rihanna came out with big, just heavy record.
OMG, man. Still a stadium. Still
man.
a stadium status. But you got that
Stadium
episode.
status. Come on, man.
You got that episode of Throwblacks, but you also got like a mini BlkPrint episode at the end. Everyone loved the final 10 minutes of the episode.
Gave you a little something.
Make sure you check that out if you haven't heard it already. And thank you guys for rocking with us for the past year. We're changing things up. I really want to get back to how it felt when we were doing AMP. And we were like live streaming and shit like that. So like we're kind of like up leveling up to having that feeling again. So stick with us in 2024. We're gonna be bringing that right back to you. But Valentine's Day was this week. Weird day for Valentine's Day. It was like what, Wednesday, Thursday?
It was like Wednesday, but it's funny. Wednesday. Valentine's Day is never like it always falls during the week mostly.
Yeah,
and it's just like, Valentine's Day is such a capitalist holiday. Like straight up, like it's just like there's nothing like loving about this holiday.
So I guess you didn't celebrate it.
I mean, I'm post Valentine's Day. Just how I was post review. I'm post Valentine's Day. My Valentine's Day was super chill. Went to Davenport's.
What is that?
I don't even want to give up my spot.
All right, you're the one who brought it up.
It's a restaurant in Sherman Oaks. It's a steakhouse. It's a nice little steakhouse in Sherman Oaks.
That's like we said, I went to McDonald's, but I want to get out of the way.
I know. When I said it, I was like, fuck. It's a restaurant in Sherman Oaks. Good steakhouse.
Yeah.
Little seafood joint.
Okay.
Order takeout.
I feel like by the time it was Valentine's Day night proper, I was like, I don't even want to cook. I was like, because I've been doing a lot of like self-care type stuff this week.
Good.
I started working out again.
Oh shit. It's funny. I was going to ask you if you want to join this gym. I'm about to go check it out later today.
Where is it?
It's in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll go to the gym. I want to do more stuff where it's like it's taking me out the house, taking my mind off of stuff, doing more stuff like centering me a little bit more. So I started working out again, started cooking again. I'm back on my cooking shit. And I was like, but by the end of that night, I was like, I don't even want to do it. I'm going to go get sushi that night. We just like, yo, let's just go eat sushi. That's like me. That's me and my wife's thing, is just to go eat sushi.
I mean, honestly, it's like, you love throughout the year.
Yeah.
Trying to place it on this one day when everybody's at the restaurant and everybody's trying to do all this extra shit, this prefix menus and all this shit. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
My first 4 or 5 months period of every year is crazy because it's birthdays, Valentine's Days. So it's like Valentine's Day this month, my wife's birthday next month, my birthday next month after that. Then my anniversary is in May. My whole first half for Q1, Q2 is just over for me in terms of just buying stuff. So like Valentine's Day, I feel like is the one holiday where I kind of feel like, do I gotta do a lot?
I feel like you don't, especially coming off the heels of Christmas and all the shit you gotta do for that. I don't know. February is just a weird month in general. It's like Black History Month, Valentine's Day. I was just talking to Anwar about this other day. He was like, yeah, Februaries are always weird. And I like started thinking back and I'm like, they are. Yeah. Like this one is weird for other reasons than my past Februaries have been weird. But I don't know. It's just like, damn, like this shit is just it's a short month. Yeah. People are trying to cram a lot and events and things. And it's just like, this shit is never just like smooth as it needs to be.
Yeah. Cause we had the Oscars, we have the Grammys,
Super Bowl,
All-Star, which we're going to talk about All-Star right after this. Did we talk about the Grammys? Or did we air right the night of? Or did we record the night?
We did. We talked about Killer Mike's Sweep the Awards. We talked about many different things about the Grammys, I would say.
Yeah, it's like so much stuff going on, and then like you hit to the end of the month. This is a longer February than most too, where it just feels like there's extra like stuff going on this month. Where I'm just like, can we chill in March? Like, can we just like do nothing?
Man, my March is about to get busy too, so
ain't nothing going. I feel like we should just be all. I think we've proposed this idea, but we should just be off all of February, just for mental.
Not mad at that.
Just for your mental, we should be off all February. Like
I'm not mad at some off days.
We should fight for that because President's Day is like this weekend or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah, like I'm like, who have you ever been off for President's Day?
Low key, I'm off this song.
Okay. Well, yeah, like most tech companies do let you off for that because I was off for it.
Yeah, I've been off for it. And I didn't even realize it was President's Day until like Friday. Someone mentioned it. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's why I don't have no meetings on my calendar. But I fucking set a lunch with this dude. I'm like, I'm going to have to cancel on them in the morning.
Yeah, be like, it's President's Day. You don't have to go. Chill. Fuck it. Speaking of events, we're in the midst of NBA All-Star Weekend out in Indiana. Mm-hmm. And I meant to put this in our Discord earlier this week. I was like, does it feel like there's like no hype for All-Star Weekend? I feel like I'm late to say this, but it's like I feel like there's been like zero hype for this. And then the events have pretty much backed up the fact that there's no hype for this shit.
Yeah, I mean, All-Stars kind of lost its shine. And it's not just this year. It's been past years. I mean, it being in Indianapolis and the weather being terrible.
It's snowing out there.
It's crazy, but I mean, All-Stars just isn't what it used to be. I think Summer League is creeping up behind it and starting to become more of a thing.
An event.
It's in Vegas, and it's, athletes aren't playing, so they're hanging out, and there's parties, and Kevin Hart had his birthday weekend that week. So it was just cracking the beginning of the Summer League. And All-Star needs a rebrand to a certain degree. I watched the skills challenge and all the dunk contest stuff last night, and I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate the court.
Yeah.
But it's like the dunk contest. You gotta think about what a dunk contest is. There's no new dunk under the sun.
Right.
Like, there was only one new dunk that was done last night. It was when Matt McClung did he passed the ball to himself midair.
Yeah.
But even that was like, everyone said he threw it to himself midair. But I'm like, nigga, you just dropped it like a hot potato.
Then
picked it back up But it was cool. It was innovative. That was the only net new dunk I saw last night. Didn't see nobody go between the legs. Did anyone do that? I was like, what happened? That used to be the thing.
People lazy, bro. People really lazy. I like McClung. Didn't he win twice?
Yeah, back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah,
back to back.
Jaylen Brown Jaylen Brown might need to be arrested, bro.
Man, Jaylen Brown's having a tough weekend out there because then he had he did a party. And I just, I got people on the ground out there. So, he did a party, and the party, he had 50 perform, and, it just looked very...
Look dead?
Nigga, it looked dead. The video, I'm going to put the video, if you subscribe to our Patreon, we're going to put the video on the Patreon.
Okay.
So y'all can just see how dead it looked. The shit looked crazy. So that should be a reason to drop that $2, because this is a good video. I laughed.
We haven't had a PMZ in a minute. PMZ.
Yeah, nah. It looked, first of all... It was at a hall. Indianapolis don't have clubs, I don't think. The shit looked like it was at the
Legion Hall
auditorium or some shit. Yeah, the vet auditorium. And 50 performing is dead. Crowd ain't moving.
Yeah,
it's one girl in the crowd.
It's Indiana.
50 got some ones on stage, but it's one girl in the crowd. It's actually pretty crazy.
Listen, man, Indiana already was a stretch when I heard about the city, because again, it's Indiana in February. But it's you look at the past couple years, it was Charlotte last year or the year before that. It's just I get they want to go to these small markets. Utah. I get that they want to go to these small markets and turn them up, but these small markets don't turn up like that. They're super chill, or they have their own community and shit that they only fuck with. And when you bring celebrities and shit there, they don't know what to do with that.
I think it's a little bit of that, but also a little bit the NBA is so focused on the on the court activities.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're thinking about the off the court stuff. Cause I'm seeing people have moments Bun B's out there with Chill Burgers. Mm-hmm. He ended up going out there with a truck. It was so crazy. The truck, he found a sports lounge to do it at. And there was a line around the block of the sports lounge. So if you coming out this weekend, Bun B's going to be I had a great NBA weekend, NBA All-Star weekend. So if it's if you have some motion and you got something going on and you take it there, I can see it working. I think last year in Utah, I feel there's a party in LA called Sadiq, and I think they took it out there. Mm-hmm. It's an R&B night. I saw that successful. I think it's about the NBA kind of coming together with these things off the court and making them, partners and a part of the whole situation.
But you would think for a league that's this big, their experiential people would be a lot more in tune with what's going on.
I think they're a little more corporate.
Yeah,
I just know from dealing with a major sports league recently, it's by the book corporate shit. They're not really thinking about the multicultural marketing and Gen Z. I mean, they are thinking about the Gen Z strategy. Everybody is, but they're not thinking about it beneath the surface below what it should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an interesting push and pull. The league right now is in an interesting time. I think, coming off the heels of the Ja Morant stuff and how, even a star like Anthony Edwards is not as much of I like him as a personality, but I also feel if he could be more of his personality, it would be a better game. I feel right now he's very squeaky clean.
He has to be though.
And I'm nigga, KD just dropped a rap verse. I want Anthony Edwards to drop his rap verse because I know he can rap.
Because but again, it's Anthony Edwards. I get why he has to lay low right now because of the whole shit he had last month. With the show me the pic.
Oh yeah, see that's what I'm saying.
He can't really do nothing right now. He gotta lay low. But I think that All-Star, we're looking at All-Star now is All-Star with no stars. You know what I'm saying? Everyone like LeBron don't be popping out like that no more because he's a little bit older. Yeah, and so he's only gonna pop out tonight at the actual game. But I looked at it last night, excuse me, and I was like, the skills challenge looked like some Nickelodeon shit. I was like, what the fuck is they doing?
The skills challenge has always been a little weird. Yeah, but I like the 3-point contest was the best part of the night. The 3-point contest and it was cool. The Steph Sabrina matchup. That shit was the best shit. That should have been like the beginning and the end of the night.
They should have booked it at the end and had the dunk contest in the beginning.
Yeah,
because I feel like you get them with that, but everyone wanted to see if she was gonna win. Like that was the thing.
I wanted to see if she was gonna win too. Steph came out and torched her ass.
Kenny Smith. Why is she
torched? That was a 3-point. That was a 3-point W.
Why is it not a torch, Mark?
It's not a torch. It's not like he beat her by 15. Sabrina Ionescu did it actually really good on that stage. Scored 26 on NBA length 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Beat a couple of the men that did the 3-point contest. But Steph, he ended up closing it out at the very end, won by 3-4 points.
Yeah, Steph is Steph, bro. He's him. Like at 3-point shooting. Like I even laugh at the fact that they don't let him be in the 3-point contest anymore.
Yeah,
it's like we know you ain't gonna win.
It wouldn't be fair. Did you see the comments Kenny Smith made about her shooting, Sabrina shooting from the NBA?
I feel like people are blowing that out of proportion. He's just commenting on what it is. Like she is a WNBA player. Her 3-point line is closer. He just was kind of like speaking in the moment, and I feel like people are being so PC about it and just making it a thing. And I didn't find anything.
Do you think that he felt like he was like it should have been fairer for her, or it should have been something she was more comfortable with? I think that's
what he was saying. More comfortable.
Yeah,
I think he said fair. Did he say fair when he said it?
I think that's the implication. I don't know if he said.
I mean, but that is too. It is. It would be more fair for her to shoot from where she normally shoots.
Yeah,
and it's like. He said some other things too. I think he mentioned her being like off for 3 months and like not, like it's just that's just what it is.
He also mentioned some weird shit. He was like, "What's up with this Mexican shit?" Or some shit. He was like, "What's up with this Mexican shit?"
Yes,
I was like, "What's wrong with this nigga?"
So Jaime Jaquez and his first dunk. I think it was might have been.
No, it was the second dunk. He had the hat,
the Mexican flag, and the lineage of the Mexican players are within the NBA. Not a long list. Probably like 4 or 5 people.
6 people, I think.
Yeah, and Kenny was like, "I'm confused. What's this shit on the floor?" And I was like, "Do you not know? Can you not just see the list of people? I'm pretty sure you're well aware of the NBA names that are on the floor right now." And he's like, okay. He didn't say anything else after that.
He was drunk, bro.
He was confused.
Come on, man. If I list 6 names, Nahira, who else? Toscano Anderson.
I'm so tired of this PC ass world we live in. They can't just call out that he was confused. Like, god damn.
But it wasn't that he was confused, Josh. He was definitely he sounded like he was off a few. That might have been why he was confused.
I just feel like he was just calling out. I mean, then if he didn't say nothing, then it would have been like, oh, he didn't acknowledge the Mexican heritage of
No, I feel as though no one would have said that. Nobody would have said that.
Okay.
If he would have just let it be what it was. Because the thing is, Josh, no one would have said that because it was so heavy-handed.
But my thing was, that's another thing too. It's like looking at the floor, like what they were doing. That was all new. So it was also just like, what the fuck is going on the floor? I saw at one point his first dunk, there was like flames coming from his feet. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, it just was like, like it was a lot of things happening on the court that were new.
I looked at that like NBA Jam reference.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the same, but it was also like, what are y'all doing? Like, it was all new. The NBA has never done that before, which is a good idea. I did like what they were doing at the court.
I think.
Can you see that in stadium? I don't.
I think they could.
Oh, okay, that shit was dope.
I think. I mean, but again, the one thing from the dunk contest, other than Kenny Smith and those dunks, is Kai Cenat coming out. Kai Cenat is about 5'1", 5'2". Jaylen Brown for his legendary dunk was gonna, I'm gonna jump over Kai Cenat sitting down. So that makes a 5'2" dude about 4'8".
I'm so confused by Jaylen Brown. Like as a player,
in general.
No, just as a player. Because off the court, good guy. He be donating money. He bag Bernice. Good nigga. But as a player
in NBA history.
Yeah, he has a max contract.
Yeah.
He can't dribble with his left. He can't go to his left. And the nigga can't dunk. Like, he tried to do the D Brown dunk.
The nigga said, y'all said I don't got a left. Watch, I'm going to put a Michael Jackson glove on my left hand. I just started booing at the damn TV. This is disgusting, bro.
When he did the D Brown dunk, but then like didn't cover his face until he like landed. I'm like, why are you even putting your arm over your face when you landed? Nigga, like that. I was really disappointed in him.
He said he did it.
Bruh, it's like he dabbed. Like he dunked and then dabbed. He should have just been that. Like it was just like, bruh, are you this unaware of your talent?
I felt so bad for Jason Tatum in that stupid houndstooth jacket.
Oh my God, to throw that lob. They couldn't even catch the lob. I'm like, y'all don't even throw lobs together in game. So I don't even know why that was even a thing right there.
Y'all even like each other in game?
I don't know. I'm not a Celtics fan. And anytime I see them niggas, I'm just like, y'all let me down. Y'all let the Warriors
we had the legendary episode where they cost you bread.
Yeah. Anytime I see any of them, I just feel like let down.
your pockets start getting hot.
Oh my God.
Pockets start getting hot. You start grabbing your pocket like, fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Nigga got me for my paper, nigga. But the All-Star game proper is tonight. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I mean, Baddies East reunion comes on tonight, so I'm not gonna be watching that. I introduced some people to Baddies East this weekend. My friend Eric and Pat, I made them watch it.
Oh man,
they're fans.
Perpetuating the stereotype. White men watching these baddies. Ain't no white baddies.
Here's the thing: how you want to be PC? Nope, non-PC and anti-edge.
I'm just saying, man.
But
let them go watch.
I can turn around and say you're being too PC right now.
Let them watch Jerry Springer Too Hot for TV.
This is Jerry Springer.
Is it Jerry Springer white baddies?
They watch Vicky get beat up, so I can't say I'm perpetuating a stereotype.
I don't know, man. I could never get into none of that Zeus shit. I'm just not a reality TV show fan because somebody's telling me to watch
Love is Blind?
Yeah. I was like, I saw like a clip. I'm like, I ain't watching this shit.
Nah, Love is Blind is a little bit. The thing is, there's a good TikTok out right now where it's like the smartest people watch reality TV. And they were saying because like there's certain things that you can grasp from like the social aspect of it where it's like, okay, these people are like doing this embarrassing shit for money. And I think that's the interesting part to me is that like, what are they going to do next? What are they going to figure out next?
I don't know. Because
like Zeus, to me, they run in some type of like extorting type business because it's strange business over there in Zeus.
I don't know, man. I can't call it.
You might be exposing their strategy. Hold on now.
Hey,
don't let the news report come out.
This is what TikTok told me, bro. I'm back on TikTok, by the way. I'm reposting though. I'm not posting I'm not posting. I'm on my repost wave. So if you see a video and you see that I reposted it, just know that I go through and I repost about 30 videos every single morning. And I enjoy seeing who watched it and who liked it and reposted it because I'm like, okay, they fucking with the content. That's my new thing on TikTok now.
Okay.
Why'd you leave?
I didn't leave. It got boring. I was just like scrolling and I wasn't finding anything that I really liked. But when I started reposting, they started feeding me things that I like that were more kind of my speed, which is strange. But like, I don't even send videos no more. I just repost because I feel like that's the best way to actually like send people your TikToks. Like, don't send nothing to me. Like, repost it. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna see it because it's like you're my friend or I follow you. Just repost it. So I feel like they changed the game with the repost feature because now I get to see what's on other people's timelines, and if it matches with mine, I connect with it and I'll like follow or I like it or I bookmark it. So like, check me out on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I think I'm big OG Johnny 5 on there because somebody took my name. I can't find who they are, but I'm there reposting videos. But going from All-Star Weekend, let's go back to Super Bowl. Most viewed show.
Oh shit.
Ever since like the moon landing, I think.
Well, I feel like every year it's gotten bigger though, right?
Yeah, this is like at this point, it's like this year was the biggest one ever. Yeah. Like this was like the number one. I don't know if next year we'll capture it or catch it, but this was a Super Bowl that everyone was like, I'm not really fucking with it, but like everybody watched it anyway. So
I mean, it's a Super Bowl. Ain't shit else to watch.
Yeah,
it's always gonna be a moment. People are trying to credit it to like Taylor Swift, and I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's just the Chiefs going back to back.
Yeah,
playing a team that they beat before.
Yeah,
it was just a real storyline there, and I think with Pat and Kelsey, and then you got Brock Purdy on the other side. It was just
Usher.
Yeah, Usher. And honestly, I heard that segment was very...
It was large. It was like 115 million.
Yeah. So it's like, people were watching for a lot of different reasons besides Taylor Swift. But it's the NFL, baby. Like, it's the most important sports league. Definitely the biggest sports league. Mm-hmm. And yeah, people are going to tune in every time.
So right after that, they announced that on Monday. Tuesday, Paramount lays off, which is the parent company of CBS, lays off over 500 people on their workforce, and then announces that they're probably going to merge with Peacock, the Paramount Plus app with Peacock. And again, in the long lines, as we talked about last episode of layoffs, this is continuing to happen.
Yeah.
Where does this like consolidation, like mass consolidation, where does like the end happen? What's the end game here, do you think, Josh?
I think it's the beginning of it all. Like, it's always jarring because it's like a lot of people losing their jobs at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta understand, these are jobs in different sectors. People like this is just what's going on. Like quiet recession. Like Paramount's getting their shit together, consolidating with Peacock. I just saw that supposedly the sports like Fox Sports, ESPN, and was it Warner?
Warner.
Like, they're all about to come together and create like a sports app.
Adam Silver is pissed about that because apparently the actual leagues didn't know about this.
Oh, well. Surprise.
Surprise is crazy. But again, it's like we're noticing like consolidation, and I think like the big joke that people have is like, and I know you've probably seen this before, is like, oh, we're paying for all these apps, I might as well just go back to cable because I'm paying as much as I am for cable. Yeah. Like I'm wondering where, again, not only just tech but really just like corporate side, like how are we going to sustain having content that people want to watch all the time? Like, we know we're going to have a Super Bowl. We know we're going to have an NBA Finals. We know we're going to have every 4 years a FIFA or something like that. But in between that, I'm starting to see that people are having trouble keeping people's attention. And I think that just speaks to a larger part of society right now. Yeah, no,
that's the thing. People make the joke about cable, but it's like, are you paying as much as you pay for cable with all these apps? I don't think I am.
I think you could.
I don't know how. I don't. I never paid for cable in my life as an adult, so I don't know how much cable even is.
Cable was about when I was paying for cable a couple years ago. It was like $125.
Oh shit! I'm probably paying about that now.
They lowered it to, I think, because the thing is they package it with internet so often. So you can get just internet. Like right now, I just have just internet.
Yeah.
But if you package it with your channels and things like that, you're paying upwards of $150.
Yeah.
That League Pass, all of that shit. Like, it gets kind of crazy. It gets like out of control at that point. But it's like, again, if you're paying for Hulu, no ads. Now you got to pay for Prime.
Yeah.
No ads.
No, well, I didn't do Prime, no ads. And Netflix has ads now.
Yeah, they have ads.
That shit blew my mind last night. I was like, is this a fucking ad? Bro, that shit was it turned me off so bad. So I don't know, like, because I'm so used to no ads. Prime, I don't mind, because, like, I don't know.
The Prime $2.99, not bad.
The user interface of Prime lends itself to ads, I think. Like, it's just, and then they got Freevee, so it's like, I always look at that and be like, okay, like, I'm going to catch an ad here. But an ad on Netflix,
it's nuts.
Was jarring.
What did you get? Domino's?
Nah, I forgot what it was. I looked away from the screen. I'm like, what the fuck is this? No. Tell me some shit.
Fuck. But it's like, again, but you look at Netflix. Netflix has HBO Max movies on it.
Oh, yeah. They've been doing that for a second.
My wife was watching Insecure.
Yeah, Insecure's been on Netflix for a minute.
And I was like, bro, like everyone's kind of shaking each other's hands because they see it's getting rough out here. Yeah. They just had to deal with a strike. They just had to deal with a bunch of things. They got to get people's eyes back. And I'm wondering where this starts and where this ends. Now we're seeing, again, just like we talked about last year, the video game industry was on a string of wins for 4 years. Pandemic was good to the video game industry. Now it's like, oh shit, we did too much. We got to scale back. We got to fire some people. Now we're seeing it with like entertainment and things like that. It's like we're living in kind of a Wild West in a lot of ways, where it's like, yo, like anything can happen, anything goes at this point.
Yeah. Nah, you definitely right about that. And I think, it's about to change. Like, it's like this is all right sizing.
Yeah.
So we're about to get these mergers, and we're about to get, and there might be some semblance of where it's a subscription based conglomerate, where it's like you get all these things for this one price. And I wouldn't be mad at it, but I think right now it's just we're in that phase where it's like starting to figure itself out. With all this bullshit, I've been like sticking true to Max.
Yeah,
like Max, I feel like Max got sports, they got the shows.
Max is so good. Like, say no what ads. You will, no ads. Well, they do. They have an ad tier. You probably just don't pay for it.
Okay.
But the thing is, they have like a 4K tier, which is like $20 a month.
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
yeah.
I pay for it. Sorry, but I like 4K shit. But Max, say what you will, has everything you need. Like they might have taken off some shit, but you still got really good movies. You got the TCM collection.
Yeah, you got all the
classic movies.
You got all the fucking reality shit.
Yeah,
you got all the true crime shit.
It's
like
all up there.
Yeah.
And I think that, again, like they're serving stuff where it's like with Netflix, I'm constantly scrolling to like just see something to watch. With Max, I'm like, okay, I can at least find this there or something like this that I want to watch there. And of course, like Josh said, you got sports. I've always been like, Max is the best shit that I've seen, or since it dropped in 2021, and it still remained true. And then this is pay us. Maybe we might drop a Max ad right here.
Yeah,
me and Josh
turn it up. Fuck it.
I think I know somebody in Max. We could probably make that happen. But speaking of Prime, I watched the Jennifer Lopez.
What?
The Jennifer Lopez movie.
She has a doc out or a
it's
movie?
Not a doc. It's like her Moonwalker.
Oh shit!
It's like
her Moonwalker sounds crazy.
It's like her version. It's her eras.
Her eras.
Oh no, that's
Can
crazy.
it be a J-Lo Ashley?
It's called The Greatest Love Story Never Told. It's on Prime. I had my boys over.
Is Ben Affleck in it?
Is he? Yeah, he's in it. He's actually in full prosthetics, and I got to show you a picture of what he looks like in here. But it's
prosthetics looking like what? Looking like a Latin man?
He's like a He's like a newscaster in the movie. I was watching it with this is what he looks like in the movie. So he's in a heavy prosthetic, so he's not in it for most of it, but it's really about basically Jennifer Lopez like not being able to find love, and it actually has allusions to all of her past relationships in the actual story, all the marriages that she's been through.
Yeah.
Trevor Jackson, who plays Superfly in the movie, is in it.
Oh.
He's one of her husbands, and I was like, he's supposed to be Diddy? I was like, is this the Diddy analog of the movie? Because he's the only black person.
That's funny.
And then there's like a Latin American dude.
I fuck with niggas too moment.
But you will never believe who her therapist is in this movie.
Oh, Kiki Palmer?
She's in it.
Wow. Hey man, Kiki Palmer. Hey, I always say she don't pass up no bags.
She's in it. Post Malone is in it.
Post Malone?
Yes.
So who's her therapist?
Trevor Noah's in it. He's not her therapist. He's one of her zodiac signs.
It's funny when you said Trevor Jackson, I thought Trevor Noah, but then you said Superfly, and I'm like, oh, that nigga.
They had a perm. Her therapist is Fat Joe.
Oh, stop it.
I mean, Fat Joe probably would be a good therapist. The Fat Joe rebrand is amazing.
The Fat Joe, it is amazing. I think that was like her moment where it's like we got to get the gang back together. She's like, I got to get Fat Joe in here somehow.
Yeah. The Bronx pandering.
Fat Joe, bro. She paid for this movie on her own, $20 million out of her own pocket.
I doubt it was out of her own pocket.
I'm pretty sure. Well, she probably got a little bit of Amazon funding. She probably.
I doubt it was out of her own pocket. A lot of Amazon funding.
She said $20 million, but
she did not pay no $20 million out of her pocket.
The reason that I feel like it's not the full 20 is that the MGM logo played before the movie.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, they definitely slid you a couple dollars.
Nigga, now that I'm like seeing, you just start to see things.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody paying no $20 million out of pocket for no passion project. I'm sorry.
That's actually really funny. Can you see those really easy? I saw that a lot of people review or look at the Aiden Ross stream where he's like, yeah, I got Cardi pulling up, about to give him $2 million cash. And everybody's like, nigga, this ain't no damn $2 million. Can you see that that's literally not $2 million?
Yeah,
or how do you
I knew that wasn't $2 million, and I also knew that like that's not Aiden Ross paying him out his pocket. Yeah. Oh, I'm about to go to the bank and get you $2 million. That's like that's Kick. That's a company. Yeah. It's a production.
Yeah.
Like even with Kai Cenat and his jail stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Kai Cenat being like, I'm about to pay for this big production. It's like, no, you about to the company Twitch and all your partners are about to pay for you to do this.
Yeah.
And that's about to be what the production is.
I mean, they paid the celebrities that showed up.
Got paid. Come on, man.
So
I mean, it wasn't the best payment. He took the $2 million and ran. You didn't really see Cardi's face at all.
He probably gave back to the doorman and said, good job. He might say, good job.
This shit's a work all the way around, bro.
Fist bumped them and left.
All this is a work.
I'm like, he did that for, and again, like him playing it up as serious is kind of its own thing. I'm not really a big fan of, and your mileage may vary with this, but I'm not really a fan of Aiden like going at Joe Budden and shit like that. I'm like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah, come on, like get the fuck. Is your podcast failing? I'm like, you're gonna say it to a black guy? You're on Kick.
But this podcast ain't failing.
Yeah,
it's the thing. You know what's funny though? This all comes back around that Elliot Wilson was right.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Well, shout out to L, man.
Yeah, because it's like, come on, bro. Like even the fact that Aiden Ross is allowed to even say, "Hey, your shit failing, my shit popping." I'm like, nigga, you're a Kick. Like it's just is what it is, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's not what it is. I'm not saying that we as big as Aiden Ross is, but it's like, come on, man, it's Joe Budden. Like, regardless how you feel about the guy, he paved the lane that everybody's kind of following right now.
Yeah,
like,
and it's just paved the lane for that and just paved the lane. He's a hip hop pioneer in his own right. Like, I mean, it's crazy to say, but he came in the game and made his mark, and now he's transitioned over to something else, and he is an important figure in this. So,
and the comment was that Joe said was like, "What do I have to talk to Aiden Ross about at all? What do I?" He was like, "I don't want to talk about Aiden Ross," and Aiden Ross was like, "Well, you're talking about me right now." I'm just like, all right, that high school ass argument. But at the end of the day, like, you set up a stream of you getting got by a rapper, and you expect people in hip hop to think that was cool or funny. It's like, it's not. Like, even if it was a skit, you look stupid. Nobody thinks you look cool.
It's just funny, man. All that's just entertainment. So I just laugh at it. Like, I saw a video where he like was on the phone with Cardi.
Yeah.
They was talking. Then he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get you back on here, Cardi." And then he called him like Jordan at the end.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know him as Cardi. You don't know him as Jordan. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just, everybody's down now. Like, come on, man.
Trying to make it look real. Like, come on, this shit not real. But back to J-Lo.
Yeah.
Fat Joe's her therapist, and the way that he acts is like the way I like someone must have like been like when he said, "What's my motivation?" He was like, "Okay, therapist," and he said, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna do this." He does this the whole movie. Like,
he might have been like promoting his hair dyeing cream.
Hair dye.
Yeah, you know, he got the
beard off.
But it's like the most ridiculous. You have to watch it. Like I almost feel like me telling people not to watch this is like the wrong thing to do. You have to watch this.
I probably won't watch it.
It's incredible from start to finish because she forces you to listen to her music for like the first 30 minutes. It's like her doing performances of her music, but it's like she's 55, by the way. So it's like, you know, like it's not like the old way that she used to do it and move. Like but she's still trying to move like she was like in the early 2000s.
Like she's a fly girl still.
Yeah, like it was like the songwriting, there's a scene where she's in like this glass house and it's all CGI, by the way. So it's like when you see her like on like, you know, when you're in a green screen room and the people's feet don't look like they're actually on the ground. Yeah. That's what it looks like for most of the movie. She's in like a glass house and it's a song called Rebound and she's tied up to like this Latin American dude and they're like fighting, but they're dance fighting. And he's throwing her through
terrible.
glass.
Why'd you watch this again? Your wife messed with me as you watched this.
No, it was literally me, Eric, and Pat that watched this because we wanted to see how Ben Affleck would show up because we knew that it was going to get back around to him. But you only see him, like the real him, for like you get to see like his beard for like the last 5 seconds of the movie.
That's why he been stressed. He like, this bitch making me make a movie with her.
I literally was like, bro, he has to like, imagine him who makes real movies like Air and Argo and Batman v Superman. And he like looked at it and he was just like, she was like, "Babe, how you feel about this?" And he had to lie.
That's real love.
Are you gonna tell your wife, like, if she made some bullshit, are you gonna tell your wife like, "No, this shit was fire"? Are you gonna be real?
I'm gonna be real. I'm always be real.
I don't know, Josh.
I am. Then don't be with me if you want me to be real. I'm gonna be real. I just can't be fake, and that's why my wife will never do no corny shit. But
if J-Lo just seems like a lot.
What if it was her passion project?
Her passion project wouldn't be corny. Like I just know, like I just have good taste around me. Like I just know what it is.
66-minute movie where you listen to her music and she talks to her inner child and they walk through the streets of Brooklyn, which is a set, but it is what it is. I watched it so you guys didn't have to.
Thank you. Because I'll never watch it.
I watched it.
Didn't even know it existed.
Shout out to Amazon, man, for funding these passion projects. You know, they also funded the Kendrick thing too. So I mean, I gotta support.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They gotta support. They fund these passion projects, but I feel like if it was like somebody I want, like, 'cause they did the Lil Baby one too. I think.
Yeah. I can't say the Kendrick and Lil Baby shit was passion projects. I don't know what was going on with this Jennifer Lopez shit. I didn't even know about it. Didn't hit my it didn't hit my sphere of knowledge. But yeah, I can't call those passion projects.
You stunned me when you said J-Lo was 55. That
she's
just
55.
made me do a little bit of math and made me realize she was 28, 29 around on the 6, which is kind of crazy to me. I did not realize she was that age around that time.
She really wants you to know that she's still Jenny from the block in this movie, by the way. Mark, I know you'll watch it. You'll watch it. You know what? You should watch it and we'll talk about it on our new show.
No, I mean, my Bronx affiliation, I probably should watch it.
Yeah.
And I should probably watch my judgment.
No, why?
Just in case.
How are they going to get you? You're all the way out here.
Can't go against it. I mean, you never know.
What are you talking about?
You never know. I seen Aladdin King on the field during the Super Bowl. Somebody for the Chiefs is Aladdin King on God. And he had one of his people on the field after the win, and he had the Kansas Chiefs Kansas City Chiefs shirt in the black and gold colors.
That's nasty.
It was wild. I was like, damn, this is really Aladdin King on the field right now.
He was giving it up for La Raza.
Yeah. Shout out to my old McKentos.
Speaking of corny shit and relationships, did you see this news about Sean Evans from Hot Ones?
I did, but tell the fans, the viewers.
So Sean Evans, this is all during Super Bowl weekend, was the beginning and the end of a lot of shit.
A lot.
It's Vegas, baby.
Super Bowl weekend, we saw a picture of Sean Evans from Hot Ones with Melissa Stratton, who is a adult entertainment star, and they were seeing pictures together, and then you start to see tweets from TMZ and a lot of other places saying they were seen out, and they were dating, and from there, you get the jokes, you know what? Honestly, I saw more people dapping him up for this than I saw people like really going to him for this.
Yeah. I didn't really see I saw the jokes and shit, but it was more so like, yeah, it's just like, okay.
Like he living. It was like, yo, homie's living. Like, shout out to him. Because like I think in terms of celebrity, you don't look at Sean Evans as like a celebrity.
Yeah, he's like the host from Hot Ones. Like I didn't even know he was so big to be on TMZ damn near.
Exactly.
Like, all right.
Because it felt like, again, TMZ is either fed to them or something that they've seen as a blind item that they're bringing out to light.
But to your point, and to the point of him breaking up with her, she probably fed it to them.
Right.
And that's probably why he broke up with her. Like, I mean, when they broke up, so they were around Super Bowl. The Monday after.
She had been posting him since October, though. By the way.
So they were around on Super Bowl. The Monday after, they broke up. And it was right before Valentine's Day.
No, it was on Valentine's Day.
Oh, you broke up with her on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it was on Valentine's Day.
Shout out to him. That's a bold move.
That's what really what I want to get to, because like I think that there's a lot of things that go into that, and I a lot of people want to say that it was like the Adam 22 tweet that was kind of like the breaking point, because it's like you never want to be like involved with him and just like Adam 22 would tweet and say, "Hey man, good job," or "Pussy's fire," or some shit like that. It's just like this. Let me be clear: Adam 22 stock has fallen drastically.
Oh yeah, it's in the dirt.
He's not the same guy that he was, and that's just because of the beefs that he has with his former coworkers or his former guys that he employed, or just like the fact that his wife was out there.
But yeah, his stock was never high.
But it's
a
lower
penny
than
stock.
it was.
It was a penny stock from the start. So,
but it comes out that he had called her and to notified her that they wanted to break up, because and there's two conflicting stories here, and I know that like we don't know the truth. We got to go by someone's word. So like TMZ says they talked to people from his camp, and he was just like it was just a bad look for him to date her, but from her side, her camp, it was like he said it was okay to post pictures. He said it was fine, and then after everything happened and everyone found out, then it wasn't fine anymore, and he broke up with her. I tend to feel as though whoever represents him, whoever his agency is, just like, bro, we were cool with it when people didn't know. When people find out, that ruins your image. Your nice guy, cool guy next door image.
I think what happened was she fed the story to TMZ. Because there's no reason why this is a TMZ story. If y'all been together since October posting photos, all this shit, why after Super Bowl is this a TMZ story? I feel like she fed the story to TMZ. His team probably saw it and found out. They probably knew about it already.
Yeah.
But then they probably went to TMZ and was like, why y'all telling this story right now? And TMZ is probably like, oh, she wanted it out like right now. Her publicist came to us. And that's what made him be like, nah, I'm good.
It looks like here's the thing. It makes it look like he did it because of what she did. And in a lot of ways, it's just like, I don't know if it was necessarily because of what she did, but the attention that it caused. Because you're not going to be with somebody that long. It had been like, what, 3-4 months?
Yeah, he already know what she did.
Yeah.
I feel like she was clout chasing. Because then after he broke up with you, you were with some other porn star, bald-headed porn star. Did you see that? She posted a video with some other bald-headed porn star dude that she was with. Like, oh, I like his bald head better. Like, that was her.
She said that?
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's like you were clout chasing.
Yeah. And
like now you clout chasing even more after effect. And it's just like, dog, it's just lame. Like, I'm all for private relationships. And, I think that just the whole TMZ press release relationship was whack.
Yeah. Again, because even when I saw it, I was just like, I even put it. I was like, "What are we doing here?" Like, and I said that in our discourse. I was like, "What are we doing here?" But not because he was dating her. But why is this news? Like, it's not news.
I don't even know who she is. I'm not familiar with her game.
Well,
I never will be. It's like, I don't know. She looked I don't know.
I mean, she's cute, but again, it's like it caused so much conversation around it because again, you get the relationship merchants, the armchair relationship experts on Twitter talking about, well, shit, it's because of what from both sides. It's like people talking down on sex work and sex workers. It's just like, listen, I would never do it, but at the end of the day, I think that like that's something that's left to both of them, and it shouldn't be public. At the end of the day, like if he broke up with her because of what she did, or her occupation, that's whack. But it's like you look at how long they dated. There's no way he didn't know. There's no way he didn't care, and they was doing what it was. He reaped the benefits for as long as he could, and then they broke up. But I think that like in some people's eyes, that'll probably fuck up his kind of nice guy image or whatever. But in other people's eyes, they'll look at it in a way that it's not meant to. It's like they'll look at it like, yeah, fuck them hoes. But and essentially, it's like, no, I need to keep my image, and that's really what it is.
And I don't even know if it's an image thing, because it's like he's just the host of a fucking show. I don't even think
Hot
of him.
Wings?
Yeah, I don't think of him as a nice guy. He's like just a guy that's there. He has a couple one-liners every once in a while, but like it ain't really about him, and he don't do nothing beyond the hot wings.
Yeah, that's true. They did have that show did air. I think they had like a live version of like Hot Wings, like a game show version.
Yeah, they're trying to do some shit with it, but nothing's hit beyond that fucking short form content shit they got going on. So I don't know, man. I think people are digging too deep into it. I think he's also like, yo, I got a good thing going. You going to TMZ, just blowing up my spot. I don't need that.
I didn't see the ball. I like his ball head better thing. But it's like, again, but like everything is content. You know what I mean?
And that's all I'm like over with. It's like if they had broke up and it was just silent on both fronts,
right,
they probably would have got back together.
Yeah.
But now it's like you going online doing shit. Now it's like, bitch, I'm glad I broke up with you. This is exactly why.
The ball head shit is kind of wild. I did not see that part because again, it's like there's a level of empathy where it's like, okay, the idea of sex work and dating someone that does sex work is always like a taboo. It's always going to be a taboo. It just is what it is. So like, you kind of feel for him and her in the sense that they couldn't make that work. But then you hear shit like that and it's like, oh, okay, well, I feel dumb for even being like, oh, maybe, making it look like it was what, it wasn't what it was. So it's just nasty work all around. What do you feel about it, MC?
Have you ever seen any of her films?
No comment.
I haven't. I had no idea who it was. There's only a small list of adult entertainers that I would be able to recognize by name. Is that the post?
Yeah, I'm looking at the post.
Johnny Sins.
Oh, of course it's Johnny Sins.
I'm like, who the fuck is that?
I wanted to say Johnny Sins because he's the bald guy.
I was going to say Sean. Is that Sean Law, whatever the fuck his name is? I can't remember what that nigga name is.
No, it was Johnny. It was Johnny Sins. He's like the guy who's always the doctor or the golfer or whatever. I don't know. He's always all right. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, she's about to make this like a whole piece of content where she does a Hot Wings parody. And
she put a hot wing emoji on the video when she posted that I got a better ball head and it was with that guy. She posted like a hot wing emoji.
Maybe she didn't feel anything about that. I was feeling bad. I was like, she really liked it.
And I knew, no, it's not. No, I knew the angle you were kind of coming at it. That's why I was like, I gotta show you this.
Yeah, because again, like I have a little empathy. You know what I'm saying?
I know you got empathy for these sex workers, and that's great. I commend you for that.
I have empathy for people.
No, for sex workers.
They're people.
Particularly sex
They're
workers.
people.
There are people. Love them.
People.
Love them.
But here's the thing. If, like you said, if it was silent, then that's what my empathy was rightfully paid off.
Yeah.
But she wasn't. So now I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
Literally the next day, I'm like, damn, bitch. Was this the plan for your next video? That's why I think it was she went to TMZ.
Yeah.
Then she might have been ready to break up and knew that was going to be the line that was going to be crossed to break them up.
He might have been lame.
Who, Sean?
Yeah.
He might be. Shit. They got a hot wing eating show. And he not black.
He might.
She's always threw me for a loop.
Can we talk about that?
I don't know. I just always feel like
hot wing show and he's not black. That's actually a good point.
It always threw me for a loop.
How is he talking about hot wings and he's not black?
I don't know. I feel like the hot wings is like a black thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It's an everybody thing. Ain't he British too?
Yeah, no, I know.
He sounded a little British.
You know what? I'm post hot wings. I'm post hot ones. Yeah,
man, I'm just,
I'm post hot ones. That's a good ass point. Because it's like, if there's somebody that's going to be talking about hot wings, would you feel like it? No, here's the thing,
Is he from
Josh.
Buffalo?
Here's the thing,
If he's not from
Josh.
Buffalo, he's not
Fuck
black,
that.
I'm
No.
over it.
MC, you know where I'm about to go. If it was a black man talking about hot wings, you would say it's racist right here on this show right now.
I wouldn't. I like American Deli and
Come on.
House of Wings LA too much. I wouldn't. I mean, you got black people in the show. It's never racist.
We would have heard. Oh, so Complex got a show about niggas eating chicken now.
That's exactly what Josh would have said.
I wouldn't have said that. Other people would have said that. I wouldn't have said that.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't have said it.
Wait, because you know what Josh would say? What you gonna call the next show? Nigga wings?
They got niggas eating hot wings.
Collard green show?
Niggas on the show. Most of the guests are black.
No, they're not. Actually, most of the guests are actually lily white.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen like Shaq and Steph Curry and Key Palmer.
They just had Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. They're very few and far between black guests. There'll be like one every like 3. But it's mostly people that's like selling movies and shit now.
Yeah,
But
it's a press store.
I was with you until I realized that you probably wouldn't be saying that if it was like Speedy or Pierce.
I think I'll be saying the same thing. It's good. I mean, it's a good show. Shout out to them, you know.
I don't know, man. But shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Sean too, man. I'm with you in these hard times, bro.
Bro, he's probably dating fucking Kira Noir or fucking.
That's the thing. Maybe that's not even his type. Maybe he just met her and that was just like a thing, and now, you know,
she's a worker. I know that from. I mean, so I've heard. Speaking of beef, you seen this Mike? And again, this is all centered around these events. They're all about these events. Old man beef is just something you got to deal with. Yeah. Mike Epps, Shannon Sharp.
That's a crazy fucking segue.
Hey.
I was just talking about porn. This nigga said, speaking of beef.
Hey.
I'm 12 years old, man.
I'm good, man. I'm good at this thing. I'm good. Don't even ask me how. Shannon Sharp and Mike Epps went at it. Everything is content. It goes right back to it. Yeah. I feel like I'm post content now since we post shit. Mike Epps had some jokes about Shannon Sharp.
Saw it.
Said called him Shay Shay. Just like he's letting y'all know he gay. Like,
I mean, he ain't call him Shay Shay. He calls himself Shay Shay.
He say he
crazy.
He say he letting y'all know. I'm like, yo, Mike is wild.
I'm not for calling someone gay. Like, come on, man. Shannon Sharp ain't gay.
Josh is
never been JJ before?
Josh is an enigma, bro. Literally with someone.
I mean, if niggas is doing something that's that, then I'm gonna call it out. But Shannon Sharp, I never thought Club Shay Shay was like gay.
Was gay, yeah.
Yeah.
Club Shay
also,
Shay
it's just like he be not even Club Shay Shay, but the shit he out with. Is that what this Ocho Cinco? Is that called Club? Or that's called Club Shay Shay After Dark, huh?
Oh yeah, it's Club Shay Shay After Dark, and Club Shay Shay is the podcast. Which
is I mean, him and Ocho be talking about sex and bitches and porn stars all fucking night. So,
but this nigga Shannon said on the response to Mike Epps, "I don't eat it and I don't suck it."
Yeah,
it's like
old ass. This is some old ass shit to say. Like, what? You don't suck what? You don't suck nipples?
Dude, no type of sucking, but got a foo-foo ass dog or a frilly ass dog. And like the dog, have you seen this dog? This dog is like a terrier.
Oh,
one of those Yorkshire Terriers.
Yeah, got a Yorkie. I'm like, nigga, you don't eat. You know, all right, come on now. So like, he told Mike Epps he was gonna pull up on him.
All right. In Indianapolis, where Mike Epps is from,
Indiana
owns half of it.
Oh, and then they get together and they dap up and then they fist bumping and they doing the arm wrestle thing, and I'm like, do you feel like this was like a work too?
Nah, I think they had a real issue, and then as black men they just settled it, which they needed to. Like I think, it's like a non-issue. It's like
pretty much,
like the internet allows issues like this to fester and people to chime in and talk about it, but it was very much not even an issue. And I'm glad they squashed it because it's like we don't need you two old niggas beefing.
Dude, but other than that, like you have comedians on your show all the time, Shannon. Come on now.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was kind of disappointed that Shannon didn't catch the joke. Like he wasn't really like trying to like Mike Epps was just joking. He was literally on stage and a bit just talking about this shit.
I'm a show the DMs.
Yeah, he DM'd you to be on your show. Yeah, that's what niggas do.
Okay,
that's actually funny that he DM'd you. It's funny that you're booking the show yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's hilarious. Like damn, you ain't got a team to do that shit for you.
I do feel like Shannon is like I really do enjoy Shannon Sharp. Like let's just be clear. Like Shannon Sharp is like everybody's uncle. Like he talks like it. The way he acts is like he's everybody's uncle. Like he's a little problematic, but he'll also tell you some real shit.
I hate when he does the backwood and Hennessy thing.
Why?
I don't know. When he's doing that with Skip, I was like, that's corny.
He put the backwoods in
the black and mild.
The black and mild. Yeah. Because he would do it like this and then had a Hennessy on like television on Fox.
I just thought it was corny. I was like, come on, bro. We ain't got to do all that. We get it.
Why? You thought it was minstrel?
Yeah, very much. I mean, we get it. That's the angle you coming at it. I don't know. It's just like you didn't have to do all that.
Yeah. Everyone loves to talk about that incident with Skip where Skip went too far, and nigga was like, I would have beat his ass.
Well, that's my thing too. I saw people talking about that. I saw like Monique was like, I saw how you were, and I was like, it wasn't that bad to me.
Why not?
I mean, I feel like Skip was definitely crossing the line, but I also feel like when you up there with the backwoods and the Hennessy, nigga, you can get your lines crossed.
Skip thought it was okay.
Exactly.
You were a little you could do a little backwoods and Hennessy. I do a little KKK. Fuck it.
He didn't say nothing KKK, bro. See, that's the thing. Black folks always take it to the step
there
further.
we go.
I'm just saying.
There we go.
But I mean, the Shannon Sharp shit, like, I love what he's becoming as a sports media just person.
Media.
It's beyond just sports, entertainment in general.
I think he's known more for that than him being on like ESPN every day. Like, I feel like
crazy.
I look at the podcast stuff, like everyone hyped up the Stephen A. Smith thing. Do we ever even see them talk or like debate?
I do. I watch the show. It's pretty good. They should be good, especially during the football season. It was good. The one thing about Shannon, and I always kind of come back to this with him and the sports stuff, he really only know football.
Yeah.
When he be talking about basketball, I'll be like, this nigga need to shut the fuck
LeBron
up.
the GOAT.
Yeah, like it's like so just like surface level on the basketball shit. I'd be like, I don't want to hear it.
Like him arguing. I think Stephen A. was like, "Is Mahomes better than LeBron?" And Shannon Sharp screams, "LeBron the GOAT right now, though." Just like
with the eyes, I can see the eyes also.
Bro, his eyes popped out his goddamn head.
Yeah, I want to see him kind of get more serious in his shit. Like, I think he has a good lane with what he's doing, but like, also, it's funny that you mentioned people probably know him more for the Club Shay Shay podcast shit. I mean, the Cat Williams shit blew him up, but like, honestly, the interviews after that have been a little mid. Besides the controversy.
Yeah, what'd you feel about the Monique one?
Like, I feel like there was just controversy, like, which is something she kind of already been on, so it wasn't like net new. But
I feel like you followed that up too fast after Cat. I feel like you can't be like, okay, we got Cat.
But that's the crazy part about
later, we got Monique.
He had a lot of shit in between there, but it wasn't viral, so people didn't care. Like, he did fucking 21 Savage. She did fucking Desi Banks. Like, there's been some stuff in between.
The Desi Banks one is funny to me because the only quotable from that is how he left his girlfriend because she didn't believe in him.
I mean, it was just a good story to tell. My thing with that is, why are you doing all these comedians? Like, do some other shit. Like, I want to see. Like, I like when he did 21 because I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, do some other people with some. I don't know.
This might be controversial, but why not O.J. Simpson?
You want O.J. Simpson up there drinking? Nigga might kill him.
Why not?
OJ would be a good one.
Might kill
OJ
him.
would be a good one.
It would be a good one, but OJ is too problematic.
Yeah,
like OJ even on what you call it on
Cam
shit. I'm just like, come on, man.
And Shannon won't push back. Like Shannon won't. And like,
nah, he would though, because like you gotta understand, they come from the same place playing football.
Yeah, and
I think Shannon would probably, I don't know, Shannon probably just wouldn't go for some of that shit. I think, but yeah, no, I don't want to see an OJ interview with anybody at this point.
Yeah. No, I mean, we see enough of OJ.
Yeah.
And I mean, he just got diagnosed with cancer.
I know, which is sad.
Which is sad.
I mean, I'm not in the OJ politics game. I don't know if he did it or not.
There's no politics.
He's guilty.
OJ.
I mean, he's not guilty. So I don't think he did it. But
he's just a wild nigga, bro.
Yeah, wild nigga. So it's sad. Yeah.
He's just wild as hell.
And he was still one of the greatest football players ever.
Yeah.
Can't take that away from him.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Crazy, man.